She fell like a star from the cradle of night, with a wish in her soul and her heart burning bright. No name, no form, no memory to keep, only a longing too ancient, too deep. A whisper she followed from a fallen star's gleam, surrendered her to earth in a heartbreaking dream. She awoke where the forest kissed sky and ground, where moonlight and sunlight together were found. The wind took her scent and the river her name. All the rain fallen sang that she'd never be the same. The animals paused, the tall grasses bowed, the sky burst into colors, laughing out loud. A voice in the stillness, a warning, a vow: hold tight to your light, it's the only thing now. Oh, child of stars, you beg to be clay, to bleed and to break and to wander astray. But don't forget what burns in your core. You're more than the life you're looking for, so let go. Be whole and never trade your starlight to borrow a soul. She tried to belong, but her heart couldn't lie. Her soul wore a mask that she couldn't untie. She wandered through lovers, through silence and crowds, but found only noise where peace wasn't allowed. She stared at the night as if it could speak, each star a reminder of a life she did seek. She buried her light just to try to survive, but nothing outside her felt truly alive. Then a whisper returned like a dream in the haze, a voice from beyond the illusion and maze. She heard it in moonlight and rivers in rain, a pull from the stars she could never explain. You are not lost, though you've wandered so far. You're still what you were, a fiery star. And something inside her began to awake. A truth remembered, the shape it could take. Oh, child of stars, you beg to be clay, to bleed and to break and to wander astray. But don't forget what burns in your core. You're more than the life you're looking for, so let go. Be whole and never trade your starlight to borrow a soul. When life couldn't hold what was burning beneath, she laid down her questions and offered her grief. She sighed her last breath like a note on the breeze, and her soul rose up finally at ease. She flew through the black, past the edge of the air. The moon saw her coming and waited her there. He opened his hands like he always had done, and welcomed her back to where she'd belonged. Oh, child of stars, you beg to be clay, to feel all the things that would cut you away. But don't forget what was always yours. You're not just the scars, you're the force that endures, so let go. Be whole. there when I fell to the world, she said. I was, said the moon with a tilt of his head. I kiss your soul so you'd find your way when the time came to rise from the dark of the day. She smiled and knew she was finally free, unchained by the weight of who she tried to be. Nobody could bind her, no name could contain the wild within her that shimmered again. So fly through the night with your spirit released. Love without fear, shine without cease. Now she's the streak in a sky full of dreams, the echo of silence where wonder still gleams. And the moon, though quiet, will never forget the star who returned with no more regret. Oh, child of stars, you beg to be clay, to feel all the things that would cut you away. But don't forget what binds in your core. You're more than the life you've been looking